Hey guys, so welcome back. We are currently having an amazing time on this historic hike as we're following the Molonglo River. At this point in time we've arrived at one of the ruins and I'm going to be showing you more of this amazing hike in this video, so stay tuned to the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. So this time we are outside the town of Queanbeyan, not far from the ACT border, and we're going to visit a lost town called Glenburn. That's it. We are fighting the gale force wind here. But the view is stunning. The view is just stunning. Well worth the view. So we're heading down to see the homestead. So it is really amazing when you think that Richard and William Collier raised a family of 11 kids in this building, and it was the first stone cottage in the area. So it is a bit of walk to get to the ruins, but I'm just showing you some of the signs for some of the history. It's really interesting. Okay, and we're going to head and have a closer look. Here's the door and the chimney. So now we're heading a little bit further across the creek along this track. Now noting that it's actually a 12k round trip loop. So we're going to now head across the creek and have a look at the Curley's homestead ruins, whatever's left of that. What do we got here? Curl's homestead site and orchard. I can see the fruit trees there from the orchard. There's a few stones on the ground, but there's not much left. Oh, wood slab cottage with fibro gales. Does look like there's not much left. And what is left has been lost to the blackjacks. There's a Molonglo River down there. And there is the homestead. That's before it comes into Canberra, before it becomes Lake Burley Griffin. I often wonder whether it would be as full if it wasn't for the lake pushing it back, a bit like filling a dam wall. Cascading waterfall down there. That's just beautiful. Sometimes you really do have to get out and walk if you want to actually see parts of nature and parts of history. So guys, while it's beautiful out here, you'll notice all the pine trees. That's because we're actually in a state forest where they actually log, so you do actually have to check and be mindful when you're coming out here. Starter. So this is really interesting. But there really isn't much left. But when you look at those rocks, they've just been collected and stood up there. There's no mortar in between them. There's nothing.
I know, they were, yeah.
That's just, the fact that they're even remotely still standing is pretty impressive. Okay guys, so we've covered about 11 kilometres on this 12.6k loop, and it's been really interesting walking along the fire trail, and we're heading now to the Glenburn homestead. Looking forward to showing you around that in a minute. Okay guys, so we're going to head down and check out the sign that's over here and find out a bit more of the history. And apparently where you can see that tree across the road, like the dead
pine tree, the big old one, that used to be the school.
Charcoal burning was done here. Well, there you go. You wouldn't think so now.
No.
You certainly, like, there's nothing to suggest there's any sort of charcoal burning going on. This was Kowen school site. But there's certainly nothing to suggest that the school's still here. Just a pile of blackberries. Okay guys, so we've arrived at another one of the homesteads on this track. It's really beautiful, and if I puff and pant a bit here, if you're into walking or history, this is well worth the visit, just to come out and check it out. I mean, this is a mud brick, mud slab by the looks of it, hut, house, whatever you want to call it. And it dates back to the 1890s.
Okay, so while I'm walking up here, I will point out that this is a dog-friendly area, so you can actually bring your dog in here.
So we're going to nip around the other side, guys, and we'll have a look at what the sign says. So what does the sign have to say for itself? Here we are, Glenburn Homestead. We made it, guys. This is just very cool. Definitely made by a slab of mud together. Pretty interesting. But the good news is it's time to head back to the car park.
So there are heaps more buildings and stuff to see. You guys can come out and check it out yourself.
Well guys, I hope you've enjoyed this episode as we've explored the Molonglo River and the historical precinct of Glenburn. So we'll see you in the next episode as we continue the river series and we explore some amazing more historical sites around Canberra and beyond.